They'll probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan pants don't...
Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boys out back at you real quick. But basically, before I even get into what I want to talk about, I'm just gonna send my condolences to the Boseman family, which Chadwick Boseman was the guy that played the lead character in the Black Panther, which he was the Black Panther. And a lot of people, but not, and that's including myself, it kind of caught us off guard because I myself didn't know that he was suffering from colon cancer. I've been battling since I think somewhere 2016 or something like that, from what I heard. I want to read more up on it because it just kind of came out of left field to a lot of us. And you know, it's funny when you see characters of that nature and the strength that they portrayed in the movie. A lot of us tend to forget that these people are vulnerable and susceptible to a lot of different things that affect normal living, you know what I mean, and day to day, you know, as far as like people getting cancer and dying. It's like sometimes you know, I won't say fall in love, but yeah, it's kind of like you fall in love with these characters, and not in that way, but so you forget that they're actually human, you know what I mean, and that they actually bleed the same as we do. But that's besides the point. That's not what I want to talk about. But I will say again, condolences to the family. A lot of people have been like, man, you know, why, not even why I'm not uploading videos, but they continue to ask me to upload videos. And at the end of the day, it's like I had to really wrestle with the thoughts of, is it really worth continuing on YouTube, seeing that you know, as far as like my views are still there, but they go down, and then the view duration, and people aren't really paying attention to the ads. So it's like, as far as like getting paid for actually being on YouTube, and it's understandable because I shifted my content from being so negative and controversial to something a little bit more what I would consider uplifting and a lot more positive, because the outlook on the future is a lot more positive. It's not so much me against anybody that didn't like me. Of course, there's a few choice individuals like to continue running their mouth, but that's all they do is run their mouth. So I continue to pass these certain individuals by and just refrain from even tripping on them. You know, I've had people ask me to mention their name, but it's no use. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, like they get over it or do something about it. But that's besides the point. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read off something, because it's shout out to the homie Saca La Bolsita. He's the one that, well, he's one of the ones that first brought the story. I won't say brought it to light, but he sent me the clipping on it, and I was supposed to take care of it a while ago, but due to the fact that I'm like, you know, looking for other jobs, I'm constantly trying to add jobs to my job, you know what I mean, because the price of living has went up a lot. So it's the day-to-day program, but that's beside the point. Now I'm back on it, but I really wanted to, I'm going to read off this, which I usually don't do, but to give you a good idea of exactly why I'm talking about this, and the fact that it should be disturbing to a lot of people. So basically, this is the one right here. It says, missing Fort Hood soldier who allegedly reported sexual abuse before his disappearance as believed to have been found dead. Kind of eerie knowing that somebody on that same base suffered the same fate. But you know, right now it's still up in the air on whether it was foul play. They say it's no foul play, but you know what I mean, it's yet to be determined. Just funny, it's too coincidental, but that's beside the point. It says, on Tuesday evening, Temple police received a call requesting medical help for a man found on the side of the railroad. According to a news release, upon arrival, authorities determined that the man had been dead for some time. You know, Temple police said individual is believed to be missing Fort Hood soldier 23-year-old Sgt.Elder Fernandez. It's sad because he's 23 years old, you know what I mean? But it's like, Natalie Kwame, a spokesman for Fernandez family, said the army informed the family of the police discovery Tuesday night. His body was found hanging in a tree, she said, CBS News reports. Police recovered Fernandez's backpack, identifying him as by using his driver's license. Kwame said Temple police have requested an autopsy and now await forensics identification. It's crazy. I mean, when you think about it, all the things that have been taking place at this base, and as it goes on, you'll get a better idea on exactly why I'm talking about this video and that pattern that continues to pop up. But No foul play is suspected at this time. According to the police, the investigation remains ongoing, like they did with the last one. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Fernandez family during this challenging time, Temple Police Chief Swan Reynolds said in a statement. Seems to be the ongoing sentiment as far as, their prayers are with the... But that's related. Fort Hood soldier reported being sexually abused before vanishing 1 week ago. Fernandez, a chemical biological, radiological, and nuclear specialist at Fort Hood, was last seen on August 17th. His family reported him missing 2 days later when they were unable to get in contact with him. In a statement to CNN, Lieutenant Cole Chris Broadington, 1st Cavalry Division Public Affairs Office, said that there is an open investigation of abuse, sexual conduct involving Fernandez, who was classified as a victim in the inquest. A lot of people still fail to realize that not only women are victims, that guys are in fact made victims too. You know what I mean? Not every man is built the same as the next. Sometimes individuals are not as strong as other people, you know what I mean? So it's like, we need to get over that right now, because I'm sure there's going to be a few people in the comment like, oh, he was a guy, I would never be victimized. Maybe not you, but his death is the latest in several disappearances and deaths tied to the base this year. Let me repeat that. His death is the latest in several disappearances and deaths tied to the base this year. Do the math on that. 7. Well, anyways, that's besides the point. Related, another soldier goes missing from Texas Fort Hood earlier this month. Brandon Michael Olivares, another Hispanic, 28, was accused of killing a 27-year-old PFC Brandon Scott Rosecrans at Fort Hood. Soldier found fatally shot on a secluded roadside May 18. Police said Olivares and Rosecrans, a National Defense Service medical recipient, were traveling together in Rosecrans' Jeep Renegade before he was shot. So much stuff going on at this particular base, and like I said, some people don't really get into a conspiracy thing, but it's just so many. It's too coincidental how many deaths have, you know what I mean? It's like, what are they doing at this base to make people this way? Or are they enlisting cats that have mental issues and send them to this base because they need the bodies? I don't get it. Olivares is being held on $1 million bond. According to criminal affidavit, Olivares allegedly shot Rosecrans over disputed gun sale. Reports the Austin American Statement. I don't mean to laugh at it, but it's just crazy. Olivares' girlfriend, Estrellita Star Falcon 37, was arrested on charge of unauthorized use of a vehicle and hindering apprehension and prosecution in connection with the shooting. She was jailed with a $100,000 bond. Attorney for the two were not identified in public records and could not be determined if they entered a plea to the charges against them. Hold on. Vanessa Guillen was another one. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, I'm sure if you look even further, you'll probably find all type of misconduct and all type of things going as far as problems going back from later. You know what I mean? But it's just coming to the light because people are now speaking out about it. But it's one of them things, you know what I mean? It's like I said, things like this tend to get swept up under the rug. They are no... as far as newsworthy, because so many things have been happening at Fort Hood. But if you really think about it, to get the notoriety that would really, the type of notoriety you really need to really make an impact to where they really know that they have to investigate it to the utmost, I doubt it. You know what I mean? I give it a little bit, and this story would be just like a lot of other ones and get swept up under the rug. They'll be pushed to the side because all in all, it's the military, you know what I mean? And though I respect the military because I wanted to be in the military, you know, there's just certain things about this particular base that I'm wondering why nobody has really said anything about it. And if they have said anything about it, why hasn't it been taken care of? How is this base being still allowed to, you know, operate? There's been other bases that were open and that they shut down, relocated, and just basically put that particular base on the back burner because not only due to money, who knows, other things that may have happened on the base that they felt like they needed to shut it. I think people should shine a brighter light on this particular base just so people see the type of stuff that's taking place here, because I feel, and this may be just me, I feel that if it's not addressed, that it'll be a lot more deaths in years from now. People look back on this and wonder how they were still allowed to operate, because obviously they're doing something at this base that's turning out these wackos, because that's what they are, wackos. You got people doing some way out stuff there, because any person that is sexist so had to take his own life by somebody on the base. Then you got another one that was sexually assaulted, they killed her, the girlfriend helped chop her up. You got, there's so many different things that's taking place on this base. So basically that's all I'm gonna say. Keep looking into the story, especially the people that are with the business, you know what I mean, as far as like more on the, I won't say political, but more on the protest and really pushing the issue on the government. And like I said, this is not really a governmental thing, but they do, and some of them do have the power that you need to actually step up to the plate and really put pressure on this base and to see exactly what's going on. And if they had to make adjustments and relocate different people and people get fired, then that's what got to happen, because everybody that's been getting killed is like raza. So it's like, I don't get it, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if there's a gang of cover-ups, but that's besides the point. Basically, that's all the video was about. Hopefully nobody gets offended, especially if you're military, but this type of conduct is just really unnecessary, you know what I mean? And people are actually losing their life. So just basically, hopefully everybody, you know, shines a bright light on this particular base and push for its closure, you know what I mean? And that's all I'm going to say on that. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. I will be at you with another video, and hopefully Za versus everybody will be up soon. On that note, vote whoever you feel.
Kneel before Zod!